Thank you so much, John Derek, for your questions. And now we have questions coming from Nika Sabio of Push, but I will be asking the questions.
Okay.
So the first question is, please tell us something about your preparation for your concert and how involved are you in the creative process building the tent?
I'd say I'm a lot more involved in terms of the creative process for all of my projects recently in terms of mga single releases ko po, music videos, and now my 10th anniversary concert. And that's something that I appreciate with my team as well for the concert. We're all very collaborative, nagbabatuhan ng mga ideas. Dati parang nahihiya pa ako, syempre, coming from the Voice Kids, I didn't really know much of what I really wanted in terms of my career or creativity sa process and all that. So parang sumusunod lang ako, umuo lang ako. Ngayon, hindi na ako hindi na ako natatakot na mag-no sa mga ibang ideas or parang ibahin yung direction ng parte ng show na to or in my music video, parang no, I don't feel comfortable doing that. Like I'd say I have my own voice more now. Like I'm not afraid to voice my own opinions as well. Yeah.
And I think that comes with growing up then, diba? So,
Opo.
yeah. I think-
Maturing.
Yeah. Love
Adulting.
it. Adulting. Okay, Mika's next question is, what is the greatest lesson you have learned for the past decade in your career?
The greatest lesson I've learned siguro is that you don't need to be a winner to feel like a winner, you know? Kasi syempre, sa The Voice Kids, hindi naman po ako yung nanalo, pero ang dami ng nangyari sa aking buhay. There's so much stuff that's happened in terms of my career, my personal life as well, and I never expected any of this to happen. So just don't give up, really. There's always gonna be a door that's open for you. It might not be now, but when the time comes, as long as you're willing enough to take risks and improve on whatever you're trying to improve on, it's gonna happen. And yun nga, naniniwala ako na if it's meant for you, it'll happen. Yeah.
May pa-quotable quotes na isang Darren today.
Maraming salamat.
I love it. Guys, pwede na i-tweet yan.
As a philosopher,
Espanto
yes.
2024. Okay, so next question's coming from Glenn Sibonga of Showbiz Bonga. Hi, Glenn!
Hello.
Hi Darren.
Hello po.
Good evening. Congratulations. Darren, I was there nung MOA Arena na May 29, 2015.
Yes, opo.
The birthday
Okay.
concert, di ba? Oo, kung saan you made history being the youngest artist na mag-perform sa MOA. Oo, 14 years old ka pa doon. And now, 10th year mo na sa showbiz. Tapos dito ulit sa big venue ulit sa Araneta. How different yung kamusta yung feeling, yung back then and now, yung kaba, yung excitement, how is it?
Ako po, walang naiba talaga sa kaba. Parang, it's always something that's there. Kahit sa mga smaller venues or events, yung parang basta kakanta ako or magpo-perform, kinakabahan po talaga ako, nakakaba talaga. And of course, this time I'm staging a concert at the Araneta Coliseum, which for me is really a big deal. There's that certain pressure po talaga, but at the end of the day, it's all about enjoying the experience, being present. Ano ba yan? May langaw.
Sumama yata sa showtime.
Yung drone ng showtime nakaabot dito. Ayun po. Pero yun nga, it's all about being present in the moment, enjoying the experience and of just performing at the Big Dome. And ayun nga po, excited ako kasi we've created this lineup months ago pa po eh. Talagang we've started preparing months ago. And I'm just lucky enough to have the venue on June 1 din, which is really something that I asked ABS for, yung parang kung sana po ma-secure talaga yung June 1 kasi yun yung mismong araw ng aking 10th anniversary. So, na-secure po siya. I'm just really happy that it's finally happening and we're down to the last 3 weeks before the show po. Yeah.
And then for my last question, Darren, just to clear the air lang, yung pwede manghingi ng statement, saka reaction from you? Siyempre kasi di ba alam natin nagkaroon na issue dun sa poster. Ano yung reaction mo doon?
Kami po ng team ko sa ABS-CBN and Star Music, we had the artist line up based on how we announced the guests. And lahat naman po ng pictures na nasa poster ko ay galing sa artists mismo, from their managements mismo. Yun nga, nagulat yung Popstars kasi unreleased picture pa ni Ate Sara yung nakagamit sa poster. So, ayun po, like everything went under approval of everyone's management. So, no one was bothered by the poster originally and stuff like that. But we also opted to just kind of take the initiative to kind of put a different format on the poster. So,
Yung billing din
ayun
kasi,
po.
ang naging issue, Darren. Yung billing. Nung yung
opo.
pagkakasunod ng mga pictures.
Yun po the billing for us was pre-approved nga po by everyone's management. And it was in the order that the guests were also announced. So, sa amin internally, wala talagang issue dun. Yun po. Yeah.
Magkakaroon ka ba ng collab sa kanila during the concert? May performance ka together with any of the guests?
All of them po.
Talaga?
Yeah. Yun po. All of the guests. So, exciting. Yun yung dapat yung abangan kung anong gagawin.
Thank you, Darren. Congratulations.
Salamat po.
Thank you so much, Sir Joel. Now we have MJ Morfori of TV5. Is MJ here? Okay, so I will be asking the questions for MJ. So, Darren, what kind of performance are you going to give the audience given the new technology that comes into play in today's concert scene? Was there any particular show that gave you inspiration and that you would want to level it up as you perform your songs for the audience?
Ito pong stage ko sa Dita is a lot different from my past concerts in terms of stage design and also the technology nga po, which was mentioned in the question. Kasi like half of my team right now isn't here kasi andun sila sa meeting with our creative directors and also sa stage managers and stuff like that in terms of technical stuff. So I'm excited kasi meron mga ilaw sa concert ko. Ano ba tawag dito? There's lights in my concert that are gonna be used for the first time in the Philippines. So, magugulat na lang kayo, akala nyo parang andun lang, stagnant lang siya, tapos bigla siyang gagalaw-galaw. Like tina-transform niya yung stage per number. So, parang hindi lang siya nandyan the whole time. So, that's what's crazy about the technology now. Kasi parang every year there's something new na iniimbento. May bagong ways to deliver visuals, to be able to stage a concert po talaga eh. So I'm really excited. So, isa yun sa mga kailangan po nilang abangan. Opo.
Very exciting, especially for the 10-year anniversary. Dapat may pasabog talaga, especially
Yes.
with the lights then. So the first
Oo.
time in the Philippines.
Di tayo papahuli.
Wow,
Oo.
competitive.
Opo.
I love it. Okay, now our next questions are coming from G. Trillana. I will also be reading out their questions. So G asks, in your 10 years in the business, you've become friends with a lot of celebrities. Can you please mention 5 showbiz friends and what you have learned from them or what they have taught you? Nako,
5 showbiz friends.
in no particular order.
Oo, para ayoko naman silang tawiging. Ayoko silang, ito na naman si Bulol. Ayoko naman silang tawaging showbiz friends po eh. Kasi they've become friends in my personal life outside of showbiz. So, ayan, like first of all, si Ate Sara Geronimo, one of the people I've met early on in my career. Siyempre siya po yung naging coach ko sa The Voice Kids. She always told me to sing from the heart. And it might sound simple po talaga eh. Pero nung bata ako, kanta lang ako ng kanta. Medyo walang emotion masyado. Kasi wala pa naman ako mga personal experiences and I didn't really know how to deliver that kind of emotion. But when I learned to sing from the heart, when I got older, it really made such a big difference in my performances. Tsaka napapansin din po ng ibang tao. So that's one of the tips that I've gotten from Ate Sara. Sing from the heart. It can be such a simple song with such a simple message, pero as long as galing sa puso yung pagkanta mo, sabi niya, tatagos yun sa mga tao. So, ayun po isa sa mga tips na natutunan ko from one of my friends in showbiz. Another one would be from Kuya Eric also. Kasi sa ASAP natin to, lalo na nung pandemic, kami-kami lang talaga yung magkakasama. There were no glam teams, bawas yung tao sa production. So kaming artists, mas may time po kami magkausap-usap since we started doing taping cycles. And then, si Kuya Eric, sabi niya mag-release ka lang na mag-release ng mga kanta kasi that's what we're here for eh. It's something that you also dreamt of doing. Now that you have the opportunity, ngayon mo pa ba, alam mo yun, babawasan yung ginagawa mo mga kanta. And ako po, parang, syempre yung mindset ko minsan, sana mag-hit. And later on, I realized na it's not about, you know, always having a hit single. It's about what you release, the quality of the single that you were offering to the people. And malay mo, isa sa mga singles na yun mag-hit eh. Kaya I'm really inspired by my coach Ate Sara, sina Kuya Eric. They just keep on releasing singles. Like this year, ang dami na nilang na-release, which is something inspiring to myself and the younger generation as well, to just keep on writing songs, keep on releasing songs as well. And then another tip from Mama Reds naman was to just keep on singing. Parang weird sa pakinggan, just keep on singing. Pero totoo, yung parang minsan kasi, tinatanong niya, bakit hindi ka mag-concert? Bakit hindi ka mag-show dito sa ganito, ganyan? Yung parang, isa ka sa mga artistang dapat laging nagko-concert. Sabi ko, Mama Reg, parang nakaka-pressure naman po kung lagi akong nagko-concert. Sabi niya, hindi, napipressure ka ba dahil gusto mong mapuno lagi yung mga venue? Kailangan ba malaki lagi? Sabi niya, ako nga, pumupunta ako sa mga bars, like nagbo-bar tour ako, I do smaller shows kasi gusto ko lang kumanta. Sabi niya, and that's also a way to market yourself. Not just to those who want to watch shows in big venues, but also to people who are just chilling in bars. You know, that's also a way to reach that kind of audience. So that's another tip that I learned from Mama Reg. Ang dami ko talagang natutunan sa ASAP Cycles during the pandemic. And then also from Tito Martin Rivera. Ang dami nila talaga, promise. Yung si Tito Martin naman, he gave me tips on longevity. Kasi may times na parang, yun nga, we would open, my mom and I would be able to talk with him kasi si Mami sumasama sa akin sa mga tours abroad. So minsan kapag ASAP nakakausap namin si Tito Martin pag abroad. And then there are times where we open up na parang, I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to last in this industry. I wonder where this will take me. And sabi niya, no, just keep on doing what you do as long as it's your passion at the end of the day and you follow what your parents say, which is to always stay humble. Malayo yung mararating mo. And parang isa po yun sa mga tumatak sa akin. Kasi I keep on putting this certain pressure on myself to be able to live up to people's expectations. That was me before. And then, yun nga, sabi ni Tito Martin, like, just keep doing what you love. Hayaan mo kung anong isipin nila. Like, don't care about what other people say as long as you're enjoying what you're doing now and wala kang tinatapakang mga tao. Yun yung sabi ni Tito Martin. So, ayun. That's one of the things that's also stuck with me. And then with Tito Gary Valenciano, ang dami ko nang natutunan kay Tito Gary in terms of music, personal life, but also since parang puro personal life na yung mga iba, ito naman si Tito Gary, he's taught me so much in terms of music production. Like when I visit him at his house, kasi medyo magkalapit lang po bahay namin, we're kind of neighbors. So I get the chance to see him in his studio, in his element talaga, sobra siyang hands-on sa lahat ng ginagawa niya in terms of music production. Grabe siya mag-produce ng sarili niyang vocals, he mixes his own vocals, he creates his own music. Nakaka-inspire. Sobra talagang hands down. And then, I can't give certain tips on that eh. Parang, he just teaches me. And then I observe. So, I'm grateful kasi not everyone has the opportunity to be mentored by all of these icons po talaga. So, 5 yun sa mga tips na nakuha ko from my friends in the industry. Ayun.
Yeah.
Tsaka yung, kung mga friends lang ako, no, mga icons yung binabanggit ko. It's crazy. Yun po talaga. Like, I just can't believe it.
Yeah, that's so true. Like you
Yeah.
mentioned a while ago, these are people you just don't talk to, and now these are people who
Yeah.
are your friends.
Crazy.
People you can count on. So
Opo.
crazy talaga ang life, guys. I
Yes.
totally agree.